right, well, this was a video that I'm not sure I ever was gonna have to make. You may be familiar. Those of us that are sort of in the YouTube guitar tutorial community, you know, we're doing lessons on songs that are out there and published, and we have to be super careful about, you know, how we perform what we do on the video. There's all kinds of ramifications. You have to navigate sort of copyright infringement and be respectful of that. And, you know, but some publishers are more aggressive than others and hit you with copyright strikes. And there's other sort of legal things that you can expose yourself to. So you have to be super careful with that. And well, now I find myself with a lawsuit. Oh, not that kind of lawsuit. Sorry, no, not that kind of lawsuit. This kind of lawsuit. This is a 1974 Ibanez Rocket Roll. The Rocket Roll was designed as, well, in the 1970s. You may know this story, but really quick. In the 1970s, Japanese guitar manufacturing really took off. And they were making some fantastic quality guitars. Ibanez, in the early 70s, started making these Flying V's that were very, you know, targeted to be reminiscent of the 1958 Carina Flying V from Gibson. And you can see just how close they come. They are just amazing looking guitars. So lawsuit, what's the deal with lawsuit? So in 76, 7, 8, somewhere around there, Gibson actually, the Norlin era Gibson, sued Ibanez and a number of the Japanese manufacturers because they were making them too close, too close to their work. So they call these lawsuit era guitars if you can get them. And they use Japanese ash, Sen ash, so it's not Carina wood, but the workmanship on these guitars are fantastic. I mean, look at that pearl inlay on the headstock. They've got just the gold hardware, the knobs. There's some things that are different, like the jack. The input jack is here on the lower bout V, which is a little awkward if you're standing. I mean, if you're sitting. This is what I've learned too. Like when you have a Flying V, I've never had a Flying V before, but they're sort of not really made very well for sitting. I mean, you can. They have a little strip on here that sort of grips to your pants a little bit, but really you want to sit this way with them. So they sort of just sit nicer that way. And when you do that, you've got your input jack here. So you have to use an L-shaped jack if you're going to sit down. Anyway, I saw this on Reverb. I've actually been watching it for a year or maybe more. And I think the price came down over time to a point where I'm like, I have to do it. Just a fantastic looking guitar. It had it's seen some stuff in its life. There's a couple filled spots here on the pick guard. Looks like there were some switches there for maybe phasing and other things that were retrofitted and then undone. It's also seen a very hefty neck snap. And there's been, it was a great job putting it back together. You can clearly see where there's damage done on there, but it's all straight. It's completely intonated. It plays awesome. If it bothers me to a point, I've got you know, Harpeth guitar restoration here. I'll just take it over to Scott and he'll make it even more pretty if it bothers me, but it doesn't. But yeah, this is a super early model in 1974. It doesn't have a serial number on it. They started having that on 75, 76. And I just had to do it. Yeah, just it's a fantastic guitar. I plugged this in, it's awesome. It is so loud acoustically. But you don't want to hear it acoustically, you want to hear it plugged in, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I sat down with this a little bit ago and I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it. And I'm like, you know what, this feels and sounds very Billy Gibbons to me. So I wrote a little Billy Gibbons or a ZZ Top tribute sort of thing, which is clearly probably ripping off. Maybe I'll run into copyright. Maybe this will be a lawsuit. I'll run into some copyright maybe with that, but I lifted some riffs maybe in the style of ZZ Top. I'm gonna run it dime through my 1963 Bassman, and going into my DAW from my Boss Waza tube expander, amp expander. And all that detail is going to be down below. But check out when the lead tone kicks in on this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, here you go. Let's check it out. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. There's going to be a lot more on the channel featuring this bad boy, so let me know what's a song you want to hear on this Flying V from me in the future, all right? All right, till next week, take care, everybody.